And I think if I do that, I'm going to mute you. So I don't want to do that.
Isn't Mercury out of retrograde now?
It is, thank God.
I think it's coming into a Virgo moon, or is it a Cancer? Not sure.
We are now streaming live on YouTube. So, yay! Hi, this is Jamie Allen Bishop with Soul Heart Entertainment here. I am interviewing CindyRose Ferguson, who spent 25 years in the travel industry and now is an AVON representative. So let's learn a little bit more about CindyRose. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Miss Cindy.
My name's Cindy, of course, CindyRose. I'm on a path again of enlightenment for myself and for everyone around me. I had spent several years in a very dark place and only started re-evolving in about the last 3-4 years. And this year has been, wow, huge, huge. As soon as I started opening up and giving and learning, things started coming back. Now, I know that doesn't relate to my AVON business, but it does. I've been doing AVON since 2017. And I started it because I fractured my ankle in 3 places and couldn't do anything or go anywhere. An ad came up on the computer. I signed it. I started. That was it. From there I go.
Oh, that's so cool. I mean, so how did you break your ankle?
I wait till I'm 50, 60 to break bones, right? Kid, nothing. Grown up, forget about it. I was going to clean an elderly neighbor lady's house, and it was a lovely day. And I remember taking a big breath and going, wow, what a beautiful day. And then I slid down the stairs, and my left leg went behind my back and snapped in 3 places in the ankle. So they've rebuilt the ankle.
Oh, God. Honestly, that sounds very similar to what my mom did. My mom hurt her ankle almost exactly the same way.
Wow.
It was a long time recovering too, and it kind of opened up a little bit of area for some other challenges. Have you fully recovered?
I still limp. I may have to have a fake ankle put in. However, I am taking CBD oil, and it does help with the inflammation. So the inflammation goes down a bit. I can walk a bit easier. I'm still working on walking to the end of the road.
Okay. All right. But it sounds like it's on its way to recovery.
Very well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
That's quite the story.
And that
awesome. All right. So
I was just going to say.
So here's some fun questions. Here's some getting to know Miss CindyRose questions. Okay. So what was your first official tax-paying job?
A waitress in a little greasy spoon in a mall that was being built.
Oh, how fun. And have you, we didn't mention that you're in Canada. Have you always been in Canada? Is Canada your home base? Yes. Tell me a little bit more about that.
I was born in New Brunswick and lived at different provinces from Quebec to New Brunswick to Nova Scotia over my young years. Moved here at 13 to Ontario. And ever since been in Ontario.
Nice.
So Canada's home. Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Okay, so if you can think of your favorite movie, what is your favorite movie and maybe why?
Favorite movie? Mary Poppins. Because she's magic and magic is real.
I love it.
I carry Mary Poppins bags with me with oodles of stuff that comes out.
I can relate to that. That's funny. Awesome. Okay. So if you can think back, it could be today, it could be a decade ago or more. Think of something that you're really proud of.
I'm really proud that I'm coming out the other side of the last cause for pause that I had, not the foot one, the one prior.
Right,
Like I
right.
said, I was in a very, very dark spot for many years. But in my younger years, I had studied, the positive mental attitude, the cognitive behavior therapy, the understanding of it all, but I couldn't come out. I couldn't bring it out. And only since I joined this little networking group up here have I been re-energized into looking back at my 20, 30-year-old library, buying new library things, and coming out of it again and seeking help. I'm very proud that I'm climbing out of the dark hole again.
Deep breath, deep breath. It is. I think that through life, we all find that dark place on occasion. And sometimes it's dark, sometimes it's light, sometimes it's dark, sometimes it's light. And I think that those dark places maybe are some where we grow the most or where we can grow from the most. We don't always grow. We sometimes like to stay small, but so speaking of that networking group, shout out to Cheryl Clark with Strategic Networking in Canada.
And everybody in the group.
Yeah, and everybody in that group. That's a great group. Great group of wonderful business people.
It really is. It's soul restoring somehow. It put me back into what I knew, business, but a little bit more.
Fantastic. I do. I love living on the positive side of that vibration. But I have also been in those dark places, and they are not fun to be in. It is really challenging to pull yourself out of that. So congratulations on that. That's very much a thing to be proud of.
17 years it took this time. 17 years.
I sometimes think that that's the place where the good Lord, if you believe in, or the cosmos or energetic, whatever you call it, is challenging us to either step up to the plate and evolve spiritually or, try again in another lifetime.
Yes, it is. Right? I mean, this one was the longest. I've had many occasions that the universe has stopped me in my tracks because I wasn't paying attention, rendered me immobile. At one point, there was a bad vehicle accident, and I had to accept that no man is an island. I have to ask for help. I was about 30 some odd then. And just being able to ask for help was a lesson for me in that itself.
A beautiful lesson and very hard to learn for stubborn people like me.
Yes.
Okay, so speaking of that, what book changed your life the most dramatically?
Oh boy, that one's really hard. I really like anything that Stephen Covey writes. The most recent book that's changed my life is my gratitude journal.
Awesome.
And it's just a 1, 2, 3 questions a day. And
all right, so give a shout out to your author. Who wrote that?
Happier, healthier. June and Lucy. JuneandLucy.com.
Okay. See, there you go. Gratitude journals. Those are fantastic.
Yeah, it's just a few little notes in a day.
Oh, I love it. And good for you for keeping up with that. That's a great habit.
Refocuses the brain, refocuses your life.
Your energy onto that positive piece, right?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, one more fun question. Let's see what jumps out. What jumps out at me? All right, who inspires you? So many people, right?
Yeah, well, my mother had issues, but she did raise me to be a fantastic businesswoman. And she inspired me to succeed at business. By the time I was taken out of business, she had already passed. she'd already gone. So there was a bit of a darkness taking so long. So who inspires me now is actually Cheryl Clark in a huge way. She's been through horrible things, as most of us have, but she's turned it into such a loving, sharing, caring, helpful group group of, like-minded people that don't think it's just all the bottom dollar. It's the relationship building as well with the people.
Cheryl has an amazing journey. Yes,
She
we all
does.
do. We all have an incredible journey. But awesome. That's fantastic. All right. So where can we reach out to you? Where can we find you, Miss Cindy Rose?
Okay. I can only sell Avon in Canada. You can contact me on my Avon page, my Avon with Cindy Rose.
Okay.
You could email me at myavonwithcindyrose@gmail.com. You could go to my positivity page, which is Cindy Rose with this and that.
Wonderful.
I guess those are the best ways.
Fantastic. And those are pages
way.
on Facebook, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. This interview has been super fun and very enlightening. And I'm very grateful that you're part of my world, Miss Cindy Rose.
You're definitely my mentor right now. You're a wonderful lady. Thank you.
Aw.
Thank you.
Yay. All right. So hang tight, Cindy, and to everybody watching, thank you for joining us. And we will be live again tomorrow or later today, maybe. All right. Bye for now.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining Jamie Allen Bishop